Hey, this is Cameron and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh man, we got a special spicy one here for you. This is... Let's actually take a look at this. This is David Russell Masterclass Villa-Lobos 997 Prelude, February 18th, 2020. Whoa, what were you guys doing in 2020? I was graduating with my undergrad. It's not the degree that I'm in now. Do you guys know I'm in a master's degree? And in that master's degree, I am learning Villa-Lobos 997. And how lucky am I that David Russell gave a public masterclass that's been posted on YouTube for me to enjoy for free. Isn't that wonderful? What a great resource we have here. I don't know if I sound sarcastic right now, but I'm being genuine. I'm happy that it's here. I'm gonna be using that now. Sorry, I feel like I'm coming in a little hot here. Let me tell you about myself. I'm a classical guitarist here on YouTube. What does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that no matter how many masterclasses you give, no matter how many documentaries you film, no matter how much you practice, no matter how many performances you put on, no matter how many people love you, you will never, ever be able to afford a mansion. Do you hear me, David Russell? Never is that gonna happen. Sorry, that's an old sore hands joke. If you've been diligently watching since this channel's conception, I kind of discovered the personality of David Russell on this channel, because I don't know, I just wasn't really invested in classical guitar culture before making these videos. That's kind of what this channel is, just me uncovering classical guitar culture. We've done a little bit of an offshoot from that with Jacob Collier and Rick Beato and whoever else. But you know, the spirit remains. David Russell is an OG character of the Sore Hands metaverse, oh my god. Facebook's infiltrating my mind. Universe. And it's nice to feature him again. And the joke that I always had with David Russell is that he can't afford a mansion like Julian Bream or Segovia. I'm pretty sure he had a mansion too. It's a pretty funny joke, right? In context, it's funnier. But that's what you get for being a classical guitarist. You can't afford anything. So I'm learning this piece, and if you've again been diligently watching, you'd know that I've actually reacted to this exact video about a year and a half ago. I was not prepared to react to this video though. I think I only reacted to it for like 10 minutes or something like that, and it just, you know, it wasn't that interesting because I'm pretty sure the quality is kind of bad, and I just wasn't working on the piece at the time, so it didn't really make sense. And that's all changed now, because as of now, I have this prelude fully memorized, and I feel pretty good with it. The memory is solid. I feel like I can play it decently well. Do you guys want to hear a little bit of it? I'll play a little bit of it for you. By the way, we're looking at the playing of... It looks like this is the same guy. Maybe Job Jimenez. What's up, man? Friend of the channel. And you did this masterclass in 2020. That's cool. You posted it 3 years ago, so maybe what happened was you spent 2 years like feeling really bad about it, and then you finally felt good enough after 2 years of improvement to where you're like, I'll put it out, whatever. it's not a big deal. It looks like you have several David Russell masterclasses. Lucky you, dude. You got that in with David Russell. This doesn't look good. Looks like you're posting somewhat frequently. 6 months ago was the last one. And it looks like you post stuff from like PlayStation? What? What are you doing playing video games for, bro? You gotta practice more. Well, we'll see. I guess maybe he's got Villa-Lobos 997 down and he doesn't need to practice anymore. He can just play video games, freaking post video game clips. But seriously, let's see some more guitar clips. I would like more guitar clips, please. You could say the same thing to me also. I never post guitar clips. Okay, I think that's been enough preamble. Let's go ahead and jump into the David Russell Masterclass, shall we?
I've heard that as well. And Philip, you know,
Hey guys, how about less yapping and more masterclass, huh? When did this trend happen where all these guitarists just started talking all of a sudden? They stopped playing guitar. What's the deal with that? I thought music was about playing music, not talking about it. Alright, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. What does this remind me of? I know this sound well. If you have anybody in your life who plays electric guitar and they learn a classical tune, like a little Bach piece or something, when they play it for you, this is about how it sounds usually. Really thin, picked, staccato when it's not supposed to be. Kind of the same volume all the way through. Not trying to be mean. He's nervous, and it's a really hard piece. He's gonna warm up though, I'm sure. Let's see where he's at. But it's just funny hearing that, because I've heard a lot of electric guitar classical renditions, and a lot of them sound like that. Alright. God, we got a lot of Prelude to get through, too. Oops. Oh, dude, you have the sheet music and you missed that? I'm just kidding, I'm sorry. Which I will say, just as general masterclass etiquette, if I were taking a masterclass from David Russell, I would never show up with something that I don't have fully memorized that I need to look at the sheet music for. Because it's like, what are you going to talk about if you don't even have your music fully memorized? Just saying, I feel like that's a very important thing. Like, I don't really see a point in practicing performing music either, unless it's also memorized, because you're like practicing performing while also hiding behind a music stand. That makes performing easier, because you can like hide and you kind of are just reading the notes. It's just lame. I don't like it. I'm never going to do it. You'll watch me fail and bomb many times before I ever show up with music. Because again, if you don't have it memorized, you run the risk of just being told like, oh, learn your music better. And what's the point of that kind of feedback in a masterclass? You know, like you want to talk about the musical ideas. That's the whole thing. That's why you're there. All right. Sorry. Just a little side note. Also, I can hear you guys right now. You're probably thinking that he doesn't sound very good. I'd like to hear you play 997 in front of David Russell, televised. I'd probably sound like this too. It's easy for me to be in my mom's basement like, oh, I can kill this. Why aren't you playing with more legato? It's so easy. Why don't you play with more confidence, play with more legato? And it's like, you are not in front of David Russell. So, you know, we have grace here. Okay, skip, skip, skip. It's a shame he couldn't have had 2 more months until doing this masterclass, because I think that would have made this a little bit better. Like, with the memorized music and also just the general confidence. It's too bad. Skip, skip, skip. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the weeds of it now, huh? It's a hard piece, I know. It's super hard. Yeah, you played it. Woo!
It's a little bit dark for this.
Yeah, sounds a little dark for this A minor prelude, huh? Lighten up a little bit for this. It's a happy song. I'm just kidding. We know what he means. He played a lot of that really, like, you know, just dolce. I feel like I never really hear that in guitar recordings. They're always like just way down there, and also fast. It is fun to play that fast, though, isn't it? So, lighten it up a little bit. Make it a little brighter, please.
If you're playing anything from Fernandez or onwards, your normal sound is going to be fine. Okay. But in this kind of style, it's better if you have a more crisp note, you know? So, more... rather than...
Wow, so he's actually talking about brightening it up, changing your angle? Dang. I don't know if my nails will work for that, because I have ramps. I need to be sideways on the guitar. I might just have to go down here.
Doesn't need to be so loud. Don't just let it happen just normally. Just... Okay, now let's add to that. Can you play the bass note a little bit cleaner?
Hey, could you play the bass note a little bit cleaner? Actually, second thought, could you play all the notes cleaner? You ever thought about that? That'll be $180 for this masterclass, by the way. Boom, there you go. Yeah, his whole thing with, like, not playing the top note super loud, because, of course, right, it's the leading tone finally resolving. A little trick for that, to automatically make it quieter, is just do a slur. That's going to be quieter. And in fact, kind of the perfect volume that you'd want it. If you watch me play 997 all the way through, you'll notice that I add in a lot of slurs, and I do it like pretty much for that reason, to create unevenness, unevenness, and then also for situations like this. It's just one less thing you have to think about. The resolution will be quieter. It just will be, unless you're Superman or something. Okay, moving on.
G, A. It's a bit too insistent. Could you... Let's imagine that as it goes up, it actually gets quieter.
That'd have been a little too quiet there, David. I don't know about that. But yeah, that's why I do the slur there. Play that G sharp nice and clear, and then the A after that will always be quieter, and it'll always sound appropriate. That's what you want it to sound like. It sounds like David kind of smushes that ABC, too. It almost sounds something like that. Oh man, that part there. God, listen to how he plays that right there. Ooh. Oh, why don't I do that? I play that like it's my first day sight reading or something. Where I play it all in open position. I can work that in like a day too, that's easy. That's so much better than... What is that? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna work that in, that's really nice. I've literally played that exact fingering of that scale in other pieces, but I don't know, I'm stupid.
Now top.
Ooh, okay, David. Hey, did your own ornament there. That was cool. Alright. David's was probably a little better. I don't know. But the second one had heart. It's good. Being such a douche. Alright.
Slow down just a little bit there with this.
Beautiful. Man, you really need to work on your legato. Like those little just but da dim ba da dum. That is not how it should be played. I know. Who am I to tell you how anything should be played? That shouldn't be played like that. It needs to be legato. It's interesting that David's not mentioning that. I would at least say it. Like, you should really play this like super slow metronome, 45 beats per minute, 16th note per click, and see if you can just connect every single note. And that's really how you have to play this, and then just speed it up. That'll be some good practice right there. It's hard. Try that back at home. Like, play a note and connect them. Even as you string cross. And as you jump down. Like, I'm just playing it with a scale there. Same thing goes here. You should definitely be able to play it that slow and legato if you're playing this piece. And, you know, any music you're working on. Just do that. Slow and legato.
Okay, let's try. Can I try that phrase?
Yeah, David, I think you can give it a shot. It might be a little hard for you, though.
It gets a little bit louder and then soft. But imagine it gets a bit faster and then slows down.
Oh, man, this is getting nuanced here, huh? Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's just basic phrasing stuff, right? You don't need to start off at tempo like you're some MIDI file. You can start off going da 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 da. That could all be 16th notes, but you start up, you find the tempo, and then you resolve, and the resolve can slow down a little bit. A nice reminder of that kind of stuff. That's good. David's digging around his weed bag. Hold on. Has anybody got a lighter? Oh, thank you. All right. Shut your mouth. This isn't your masterclass. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude.
What's more, because you can make it a little bit quite strong.
Whoa. This is the classical guitar equivalent of jamming right now. Just playing the same piece.
Don't disappear. Oh, so you know, you went so quiet that the audience is going to lose you. Let's imagine that as it goes up, it actually gets quieter. Every note has a space, right? You have,
Yeah, I think it all just comes out to just play more legato, which, yeah, I would second that. Alright, let's end this here, because we've been watching this long enough. Do you know what? I think I got everything I need from it. Let me know if I missed something, because I did a lot of skimming through that. Sorry, but, you know, you guys know how it works here. Admittedly, this isn't like a regular reaction video. Kind of just here to learn. There's going to be some other more sensational ones coming out soon, though, so keep an eye out for that, as well as practice logs. You'll hear me play this for real. I think you heard this one recently, but I did something really stupid before playing it that made it not as good. I explained it in the thing. It was like part of this whole process to perform better. But yeah, so I don't know. Check out the last practice log where I played that. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. Hey, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And yeah, leave any comment questions you have about anything. You know, sorry if I was disrespectful in this one. I didn't mean to be. I'm trying to put on a show here and all that. Of course, head on down over to Rootin's Delight for some merch. There's the Patreon, there's the member section. I really appreciate all that. And yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next one.